Good morning, everyone. Name is Kevin Acosta. I'm a student in Southwest Miami High, and I'm a member of the Academy of Finance. Now, to tell you a little bit about myself, my parents came from Cuba 21 years ago with my big sister. She was little then, that's why I mixed up. When they got here, my father, well, everyone, had literally the clothes on their backs and $20 that he was given. That's what they started with. They got here with only that. And thanks, through the mercy of God and good people, and of course hard work and perseverance, we get to live comfortably as we do today. My mother works as a medical assistant. My father is a truck driver for the Port of Miami. We live down in Miami. And my sister is now 27, not so little anymore. She's married. She has a little child who runs around my house, destroys everything he touches. I love him to death. And she works as a registered nurse. Now, there was an issue when I was going into high school, and that issue was that I had absolutely zero idea of where I wanted to go. My mom was pushing the medical field. I guess she wanted it to be like a family thing. But unfortunately for her, I don't like medicine. So I had the opportunity of either going to a high school in downtown, which is very far away from my house, and then they would teach me law studies, or I could play it safe and go to the neighborhood school. So I did the right thing and played it safe. And I went to the neighborhood school. However, when I got there, I went with my mom to register. And, most of you are teachers, so you can all understand that a young person like me doesn't really pay attention. So I wasn't paying attention to what my mom was talking with the nice lady in the front. And the nice lady in the front, according to my mom, she saw me and she looked at my grades and she was like, you know what? He'd be pretty good for the Academy of Finance. So my mom was like, finance. So let me explain to you something. My mom hears the word finance. That equals money. So what she heard was the Academy of How to Get Money. Pretty smart, right? So she enrolled me in it, and she didn't even tell me she didn't even consult me about this until we got home. She came and she was like, hey, Kevin, I have a surprise for you. And I'm like, oh, okay, video game, food from your job? No. You are now a proud member of the Academy of Finance. And I was, at first, not a very proud member of the Academy of Finance. I will admit I was not the happiest of campers. Mom, what are you doing? How can you make such a big decision? It's going to change my whole life, and you did it without even consulting me, yada, yada, yada. But in the end, like a good boy, I listened to my mommy, and I can tell you, looking back on it now, thank God I did, right? Mama knows best, huh? Yeah, the Academy of Finance has completely changed the way I look at life. So many things that I didn't even care about, that I didn't even know I had to care about, are now like one of the top priorities in my life. You see, because now I actually care about how much I'm spending, how much I'm saving. I care about how I can earn more money, how I can plan my future in a way where I can be financially stable. You see, and all of these things, unfortunately, a lot of students my age just don't have the opportunity to actually learn and understand. The Academy of Finance taught me how to do things I didn't even think I needed to know. They taught me how to tie a tie. They taught me how to, it was a grade. And then they taught me, there he is right there. That's him. They taught me how to dress appropriately for every situation. And all of these things, I didn't really know. I didn't really care about until I got into the Academy of Finance. But along with that came a lot of beautiful experiences. I got to visit the South Florida Federal Educational Credit Union. I opened an account there, and I even got the opportunity to interview for an internship there. I had the opportunity to visit the Securities and Exchange Commission for a job shadow and even received a mentor from there. I can still talk to him, Jeff Cook, I think. He's an attorney. I had the opportunity to go to New York and present to the NAF Board of Directors. That was awesome. And of course, now I am before all of you presenting, right? It's all really cool. So as you can see, the Academy of Finance and NAF really puts a kid like me ahead of the game. You know, not from a rich family. I don't have many connections. I have friends, but friends my age. You know, so Academy, don't take offense. So, the Academy of Finance has really put me ahead of the game. You know, they armed me with tools. They gave me a utility belt to really put me where I want to be in the future. And one of those tools is something I really want to talk to you about, and that is the MyNavTrack platform. Just gonna wait up here until it comes up. There you go. Okay. When you log in, that is the opening page. As you can see, there's something really cool I want to point out. There are 3 tabs: student, employer, educator. And the reason why I think that is so cool is because it kind of really surrounds, it kind of like highlights exactly the development of a student. Okay, first the student himself, then the employer, the person who's going to be giving him money to be stable financially, you know, happy, and then of course the educator, the person who molds them into whatever it is that they want to be. So the moment you walk in, you can already see that they have all these 3 bases covered. But you know, I'm a student, so we're going to check out the student side. So I go ahead, I log in, I put on my password and my email, and there you go. I have this. This is basically the bio, right? This is anything that I am comfortable sharing with the world, with the potential employee. As you can see, I can put a little nice picture of myself up there in my gray suit. I love that suit. And in there, if I want to put my address, I can put my address. If I want to put my LinkedIn account, I can put my LinkedIn account. If I want to add, you know, I speak 2 languages, I have it up there. You see, all of that nice stuff that I want an employer to know, I can put it up there. So when an employer comes in and he sees me in the gray suit, he goes like, wow, that kid looks good. So he gets into my bio and he says, okay, look, this kid speaks 2 languages. He's near where I need him to work. This guy's good. So he checks further, and now he sees my resume. Let me ask you a question. I already told all of you all the cool things, there were more, all the cool things that I did in the Academy of Finance. But what did I accomplish if in the end my potential employer has no idea that I did them, right? And that's exactly what this remedies. All the cool things I did, I can put right into my resume and upload it right there. So when the potential employer comes along and he checks and he sees, and I was like, oh, okay, I like this kid. He logs in, he sees my resume, he goes like, oh, look at him. He's a section leader. That's cool. You know, he presented to the NAF board of directors, and he looks good in a gray suit. This kid is good. This is good. You see? And these are powerful companies, right? I like to call them power players. These are big companies like Juniper, right? And as you can see here, Juniper puts up, I like to call it like an ad, right? Help wanted for an internship. So I go ahead, I say, hey, I like that. Let's make it like a little situation. I want to work for Juniper. So I put it up there. Hey, this is me. I'm kind of interested in what you're doing. I want to do what you need someone to do. I want to be that guy. So they go ahead and they look at me and they go, all right. And now this is the cool part, because it's not just that I can upload my resume. Juniper and other powerful companies made a promise to NAF. And it gives me, NAF students, special benefits, right? So if I compete against someone who is not a NAF student, I probably have a better chance. Why? Because the benefits are priority hiring. That means that if they're searching and they say, hey, NAF student, they pull me aside. Boom. Another benefit that I really like, it's probably my favorite, is that it's a guaranteed interview. That's right, I said it, guaranteed interview. Now, all right. That's right, I had to apply for an internship this summer. And I can tell you that probably the hardest part of getting a job, at least to me, is even getting that interview. So many people get shaved off in that one part that it's incredible. But you know what? Thanks to NAF and all these cool companies that decided to make that promise, I'm going to get a guaranteed interview. That means that I have an opportunity, no matter what, to present myself to that employer, to that potential employer, and show him the man behind the gray suit, right? The kid that actually wants to be there. And then, of course, another benefit that I personally enjoy a lot is that, let's be optimistic, right? Let's say I get the job. There is a chance of a higher starting salary. That's always good. Finance, Mom, you see? Money. But I understand that nowadays, life is fast, okay? Everything is fast. That's why fast food places are growing like that, because nobody has time. No one has time to sit home and calm down and have a good time. No, everyone's always running everywhere. But that's why my NavTrack platform is mobile. So after I'm done here speaking with all of you, I could sit down and upload that to my profile immediately. And I don't have to wait till I get home to Miami. It's like 4 hours away. No, I can do it right here. Wherever I am, whatever I do, I can upload it in that instant. So all of this is really cool, right? And you say, wow, this is really good for a high school student. Here's the best part. It's not just high school, because it doesn't work off a teacher. I love my teachers, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be with them for the rest of my life. So it doesn't work off of the high school teachers. It works off of me. It's always me and how I want to do it. The amount of benefit and perks that I get out of this is how much time I decide to put into it. So right now I'm 17. I can get all the benefits I want. When I turn 20, I can still use that. When I turn 30, 40, 50, 60, and if I get any further than that, I can still use it. It's true. And that's really cool. And it's really comforting, because wherever it is that I go, no matter what it is I want to do, the direction I want to head in my life, who I want to be, I know that my NavTrack platform will be there to help me get one step at a time to where I want to go. My name is Kevin Acosta. Thank you for listening to me today.